it's Marieta. Thanks a lot for tuning in. In this video, I want to dive deeper into 3 mistakes to avoid if you are aspiring E2 visa investor. Coming up. Alright, if you are new here, welcome. Make sure to subscribe and let's dive deeper into today's topic. 3 mistakes to avoid if you want to apply for E2 investor visa in 2022. Mistake number 1. People think they need to invest $100,000 plus in order to get E2 visa. This is not necessarily true. In order for you to get E2 visa, you have to invest substantial amount of capital. This can be anywhere from $50,000 to $500,000, depending on your business. So how do we calculate what is substantial? Well, we always look at the business plan and the business model and the location. We don't want to create a business that is not profitable or that is marginal. In other words, we need to create a business that is going to make more profit or more than your minimum living expenses in that particular location. So we always calculate based on that projection, how much do you really need to invest? So for example, if you're starting small business, maybe you're starting digital agency, marketing agency, or coaching consulting type of business, obviously you're good to go maybe with $50,000, $70,000, $80,000, depending on your marketing plan, sales process, and so on. And you're good to apply. However, if you're someone who is maybe purchasing restaurant or coffee shop, you probably need to invest more than $100,000. And therefore, thinking that you have to invest $100,000 and then you're good to go, it's not true. It's wrong information. All right. Mistake number 2 that I highly recommend that you avoid is to think that once you wire your funds, your investment funds, let's say $100,000, right? And you think that you're good to go and you're good to apply for E2 visa. Well, that is not true, because you can only apply for E2 visa once you actually create it, build the whole thing. In other words, you need to create a profitable business before you apply. Why? Otherwise, if your business is not making profit, at least some profit that you can actually support yourself or your family that is with you, guess what? Your business is marginal. And if your business is marginal, you're not really meeting the requirement of the marginality. Okay? So we are talking building real business here. So if you need help on that, I highly recommend check out my free webinar training below this video, how you can build 5-figure business in 90 days. The link is going to be below. And in that training, I dive deeper into how you can actually start coaching on consulting business and grow to 5-figure months. Now, that was mistake number 2. Mistake number 3 is a little bit obvious, but I'm going to say it. You're working with wrong expert. So hear me out. Not every attorney, immigration attorney, is actually E2 visa expert. And I don't mean this in any negative way. However, I remember when I first started 10 years ago, I started my law firm as an immigrant, fresh law school graduate, admitted to practice law. And I was asking different lawyers, how can I obtain my status? They all were telling me lies, in pretty much, even though it wasn't really maybe intentional, but they were not telling me information that were helping. And so because I was stubborn and I didn't have a choice, and I had to start my company and I got myself E2 investor visa status, I realized that actually you can get a visa, E2 visa, investor visa status with companies that are not the typical. Back then, coaching consulting company wasn't really example for E2 visa case. Also, someone who is investing under 100,000 would not be considered as someone who is eligible. And that is not true. Unless the person who is advising you, been through the process or has experience with just E2 visa process, I don't recommend to work with the person, because E2 visa process is slightly different process than different visa type. It's not just about the immigration process, but here we're also talking about building a real business as well as the investment part of it. So make sure you work with a person who understands these 3 different topics and is experienced, because otherwise, I'm seeing this over and over again. People come to me and they're stuck because they learn wrong information from wrong experts. And as a result, they are stuck in their E2 visa process. All right, so that's my advice number 3. And if you want to dig deeper, definitely join my free training below in link description. And in that training, I go deeper into how you can get E2 visa, what you need to know, and so on. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.